Hi, and welcome to Life Coaching by Morella, where you'll hear life coaching tips and strategies for everyday living. Now, today I want to take you back to the 80s and talk about a movie that really had an influence on me when I was growing up. Now, by today's standards, it's probably a little outdated, or maybe a lot outdated, but I wanted to share it with you anyways because I think it does a great job to illustrate what life coaching looks like, minus the black belt and the violence. Daniel wants to learn karate. Mr. Miyagi agrees, but he does it in a very unconventional way. He starts out by making Daniel-san do a bunch of menial tasks, like grunt work. He's sanding, he's waxing, he's painting. He's teaching him basic skills through this menial type work. Does it align with the goal? Well, we find out later on that yes, it actually helps strengthen him and move him towards his goal. There's a specific clip that I absolutely love. Daniel blows up and he says, "What does this have to do with karate?" For the first time, the audience is going, "Oh, I get it." There was purpose to the madness. All this work and all this manual labor, they were actually the building blocks to learning martial arts. So these were the skills that Mr. Miyagi was teaching Daniel-san, and he wanted him to master these things in order to be able to reach his goal. That is what a life coaching relationship looks like. It's essential to really take the goal and then sort of reverse engineer it and see what is it that we have to work on over here, that when it's done right with intention, when you grow in these areas, they will actually lend themselves, these skills, to be able then to master and to reach this goal. Most of us want a quick fix. We want the goal overnight. We want it right away. That's not how life works. If you want to reach your goal and sustain that goal, then you're going to have to condition yourself and prime yourself to get to a place where that goal is sustainable. And that's exactly what happens in Karate Kid. It wasn't just a physical discipline, but there's a spiritual discipline that's also going on, which is similar in life coaching. What I love about life coaching is that it not only involves external action steps, but what a life coach is trained to look at is also the internal shifts that need to happen. It's an internal discipline. That starts with your belief system, with your thoughts, with the language that's in your mind, with what you tell yourself, with how you look at things. We're not just working from the outside in, but we're also working from the inside out. My example for you today is if your goal is to have a better relationship, it doesn't matter who it's with, if it's with your husband or your wife or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your parents, your children, the first thing I'm going to do is acknowledge, okay, this is your goal, right? A better relationship. So let's see how you're doing with the building blocks that define a good relationship. So to me, when I think of a good relationship, I think of areas that involve patience, understanding the other person, giving them the benefit of the doubt, or giving them freedom and having a different opinion. How are you doing when it comes to your temper? Are you quick to judge? Are you super critical? So we would take all of these attributes or a list of these attributes, possibly rate them. I think that's the best way to measure where you are now and where you want to be. And then we would come up with action steps for each of these attributes. That's what it's about. It's putting you on track, on a journey to reach your goals. And that's it for today. If you like this video, you got something out of it, click the subscribe button. I'll be uploading videos on a weekly basis, life coaching tips and strategies for everyday living.